But last week was a busy week for you and I.
Uh-huh.
We started off Tuesday, went down to San Jose to go see the boys soccer. Unfortunately, they fell to Del Mar 4-1. And come to find out, Del Mar ran through the whole NorCal.
Beastin', yeah.
So they're representing the North in the Division 4 state championship against some school, University Prep Order down there. The boys, we were at the game, but the boys, they played. They didn't give up the entire game, but you could just tell they were tired.
They're exhausted.
You know what I mean? Like I went over there at halftime. You know, I saw Luis trying to pep them up, but the boys, they just had to look up. Because they gave everything they had in that Bishop O'Dowd game.
They did.
Because this game was played on a Tuesday. And then we played Bishop O'Dowd the weekend before that on Saturday at noon, and you were there. We were there. It was hot. For Oakland, that's hot. And it's at turf field.
Check
you know
this
what
out,
I mean?
too. I'm just going to throw it out there. It was kind of a rough commute for us to go out there.
To get to San Jose, yeah, it was.
So, like, you know that they went in a school bus.
Yes.
We went in a luxury vehicle.
Yeah, me and you went in a nice luxury vehicle. And the game was also at 5.
Yeah.
And that's like at the heart of traffic.
Yeah, and it's like you've already been up all day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, for all we know, those players went home and came back.
Well, the thing about it is, if the game was at 7, which it should have been, maybe the boys could have got a little break, like, hey, let me go home and take a quick nap, maybe for an hour. Okay, be on the bus by 4 o'clock, 4:30. That's fine. You'll get down there at 6, have plenty of time to warm up.
You think that, you think all the teams should meditate?
Yeah.
I think all teams should meditate if they're not already doing it.
You know,
every sport in Pittsburgh should be meditating.
Got a little story for you. I don't know if this is true anymore, but when me and you were in school, you had to attend a minimum of 4 classes that day to participate. Okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I know a couple of varsity, especially if you're a senior, they would go to the first 4 classes, have lunch, then go home.
Yep.
They go home and go to bed, and then they come back at whatever time they were required in the weight room, which was like at 4 o'clock, 4:30 for the varsity game at 7:30. So they go home and take a nap and rest. And I think that's beneficial. I believe it is. I mean, listen, everyone's playing under the same parameters. They're all high school kids and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's not just, oh, we're going to go to play Deer Valley. We're going to go play Mount Diablo. No, you're going to San Jose now. You're going to Folsom.
Yeah, that's San Jose. Fresno, that's a commute.
That's a commute, bro. And that, without traffic, that's a commute.
Yeah.
That's still an hour away, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not like going to
hour and 7 minutes, no traffic.
Yes, without traffic. You know what I mean? Because I go to Great America a lot, and I smash the gas, and it still takes us about 55 minutes. But this is further along in San Jose. I mean, you had to get on the 280.
I'm waiting on that bill, though, because I kept
for the fast lane.
Yeah,
for the fast lane. Hey, it's worth it. I'm telling you,
I'll
Ross.
find out.
Hey, if we didn't use that, we would have been even later than we got there, bro. Because we got there, we missed about 8 minutes of the kickoff, so it wasn't too bad. But it was still a pain. It was like an hour and a half drive, and it's counter commute.
Yeah.
And you because the game started at 5, you picked me up at like 3:45.
Yeah.
And it still took us an hour and a half to get down there. I was like, fuck, man.
But shout out to all the players.
Yeah, shout out to the players.
Shout out to all the parents.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
because we had
it's like unseen. You know what I'm saying? Like creating the young men to be responsible and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You know, shout out to the coaches.
They had, I guess you could say it's a Cinderella run because they came in as underdogs. They were the 9th seed in the NCS Division 3, and they just played 3 spectacular games. Well, 4 actually. So the first game was at Arroyo. They won 2-1 or whatever, 1-0 like that. Then they had to go to Cotati. That was another win. Cotati has a great team, and then that Redwood game, penalty kicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the Bishop O'Dowd game, you could tell they laid it all on the line against Bishop O'Dowd.
That was great.
You could just tell everything was crisp. The passing, the shots on net. And then when we came to get this Del Mar team, we always felt like we were a step behind.
You know what else was kind of not sad, but like unfortunate was there wasn't that many people at the game because it was a Tuesday in San Jose during work hours. Like families have other siblings that they have to take care of and stuff. So like I didn't see as many families of the players like I normally would.
Like we saw a few. There were a couple there because we heard a couple, hey, let's go Pittsburgh and things like that.
But they're not bringing their whole family because there's other kids that are doing stuff that's local.
And it's Tuesday at 5 o'clock and it's all the way in San Jose.
Yeah.
So in a way, Del Mar definitely had the home field advantage.
Yeah. What time we get home? Like 8 o'clock? 8:30, I think. 8:37.
It was just before 9. I mean, you got home. Yeah. Because we hung around a little bit. We talked to the AD. We talked to the coaches. We talked to
shout out to the principal.
Yeah, shout out to the good doctor.
The AD for showing up.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah,
the football coaches.
Yeah, they showed up. They showed up and they showed up sports. Shout out to them, Wilson. And we sat there. We talked shop.
Shout out to you, Cuddy. Shout out to you.
For going, yeah. Well, because it was all the way in San Jose. It's like, fuck, it's 5 o'clock. All right, let's go. We gotta go. We gotta support the boy. Actually, no, shout out to you. You didn't want to go, bro. I wanted to go. You didn't want to go.
Come on now.
Yes.
That does not even sound like something. I drove.
You did drive.
What do you mean I didn't want to go?
For once.
I was like, I'll take you.
Because that's why you went. Because that's why we went. Because I said, Ross, I'll go with you if you drive, bro. It's about time.
That is not how that went down. But whatever.
Let's turn this around, bro.
Yeah. Way to make me look like a bad guy when I was the fucking savior of fucking us going to the first ever state
playoffs. Yeah, the state playoffs. Yeah, exactly.
What can I say except
you're welcome.
Yar, welcome aboard. It's Ross and the sauce, matey. We're the scallywags, sitting front row tight on the 1 yard line every Friday night. Ross got the sauce, it's that Cillian drip. His nana was a hofer, legends don't skip. When the Pirates are scoring, the Hennessy is pouring. Spilling on the bleachers, hear the scallywags roaring. Marley Records, nope, it ain't from Bob. We bootleg beats like it's part of the job. Ross and the sauce, sauce it up. Ross and the sauce, mind ya, mind ya. Walk the plank, don't trip, just jump. Winner of the week, give that swashbuckler the bump. Yeah. Woo. So hoist up your jersey, your nachos, your beer. The walk the plank